So picture this, the absolute pinnacle of professional cycling, the one event every rider dreams of winning, the UCI World Road Championship. It's a spectacle of endurance, strategy, and raw power. And in a landmark decision, a move that sent ripples through the sporting world, the organizers chose to hold this grand spectacle in Africa for the very first time. A continent brimming with passion, ready for its moment. And where on this vast continent did they choose? They went to the heart of it all, to the land of 1,000 hills, Rwanda. Now for some, that choice might have seemed surprising. Their perception of the country might be rooted in a past long gone, a picture frozen in time. But what the world was about to discover as elite athletes and thousands of passionate fans descended on the vibrant capital of Kigali was a nation transformed. A country that hadn't just been waiting, but actively building towards this moment for years. The preparation was meticulous. It wasn't just about paving roads for the race, it was about paving a new story for the nation. A narrative of resilience and forward-thinking ambition. Visitors were met with incredible progress, visible in the gleaming modern architecture. They discovered stunning natural beauty in the lush rolling hills. But above all, they experienced a welcome so genuine, so warm, it could melt the coldest heart. The buzz in Kigali was electric. You could hear it in the multilingual chatter filling the cafes, see it in the smiles of local children. The energy was palpable long before the first starting pistol fired. The city itself was transformed into a global village, its streets a kaleidoscope of international flags. And everywhere, the unmistakable futuristic whir of high-tech racing bikes echoed through the hills. No, this wasn't just another sporting event. This was a powerful statement. It was Rwanda standing tall on the global stage, declaring with one unified voice, "We are here. We are ready. We are proud." You know, professional cyclists are some of the toughest athletes in the world. They are laser-focused. They endure pain. They battle the elements. They live and breathe for the race. But in Rwanda, something amazing happened. These hardened pros started talking less about the punishing climbs and more about the people. One rider from Italy, after a grueling stage, said he'd never seen anything like it. The crowds weren't just watching, they were participating. Their energy, their cheers, their constant encouragement felt like an extra gear. It made him want to push harder, for his team and for the people along the road. This sentiment was echoed everywhere. Fans who'd been to dozens of championships said this one was unique. Not cordoned off VIPs, but real connection. You were part of the action. An Australian family looked lost until a local shopkeeper came out. Let's talk about the experience, because arriving in Rwanda was something special. From the moment you stepped into Kigali, the city radiated a warm welcome. Rwanda delivered on every level. The hospitality wasn't just a feeling, it was tangible, a genuine national effort. You could see it in the immaculate streets and the authentic smiles of everyone you met. You could taste it in the incredible food, a cornerstone of their culture. You could hear it in the vibrant sounds of traditional drummers and the buzz of excitement that filled the air. First, the food. Man, the food! Organizers and local businesses made sure visitors got a true taste of Rwanda. Food stalls and pop-ups were everywhere, serving national favorites and giving local entrepreneurs a huge platform. You had the famous brochettes, perfectly grilled skewers of meat or fish, tender and flavorful. And the akabens, a slow-cooked pork dish so rich and succulent it makes you want to write a thank you note. It was a culinary journey. Everything was fresh, locally sourced, and delicious. But more than that, it was served with an unmistakable side of pride. Then the scenery. They don't call it the land of 1,000 hills for nothing. The race course was cinematic, a beautiful but brutal ribbon of road winding through lush green landscapes. Imagine spectators lining the hillsides, their cheers echoing as cyclists appeared like colorful specks against the iconic rolling hills and meticulously carved terraced farms. The route even offered glimpses of the shimmering waters of Lake Kivu. It was breathtaking. And the adventure didn't stop at the finish line. Tour companies ran trips to see mountain gorillas in Volcanoes National Park, a powerful story of conservation. Others explored the canopy walkways in Nyungwe Forest. Rwanda showed it's more than Kigali. It's a treasure chest of natural wonders, carefully protected and proudly shared. So what happens after the last cyclist crosses the finish line and the echoes of cheering crowds fade into the Kigali night? When the banners come down and the teams fly home, what truly remains? The impact. An impact far deeper than the tire tracks left on the asphalt. The UCI World Road Championship was more than just a week of intense world-class racing. It was a global audition for Rwanda. For 7 days, the eyes of the world were not just on the athletes, but on the nation hosting them, a nation ready to showcase its remarkable transformation. And Rwanda didn't just pass the test. It passed with flying colors. It wasn't merely a success. For many, it was a profound revelation. People who came with one perception of Rwanda, perhaps one shaped by headlines from a generation ago, left with a completely new and vibrant reality imprinted on their minds. They discovered a country defined not by its past, but by its forward-looking vision, its immaculate streets, and its infectious optimism. They left as ambassadors, as storytellers, eager to share their incredible experiences with their friends, their families, and their millions of social media followers. They shared stories of breathtaking landscapes, of thrilling competition, and of a people whose warmth was as radiant as the African sun. The narrative has shifted permanently. The conversation has changed from sympathy to admiration. Rwanda is no longer a country you feel sorry for. It's a country you aspire to visit. This event has firmly placed Rwanda on the map as a premier destination for major international events, not just in Africa, but on the global stage. The world saw definitive proof of concept. The country demonstrated it has the cutting-edge infrastructure, from pristine roads to seamless digital connectivity. It proved it has the organizational capacity, a symphony of logistics where thousands of volunteers and professionals worked in perfect harmony. And it showcased the world-class security required to host a complex, large-scale event flawlessly. But more importantly, it has the human element. It's that incredible nationwide hospitality, a spirit of collective welcome known as Kwakira, that turns a good event into a truly unforgettable one. It was in the genuine smiles, the helping hand offered to a lost visitor, and the passionate cheers from every roadside. This is the magic that ensures the legacy of the race will be felt for years to come.